Hi guys, I just wanted to do this little vlog. I'm gonna call it a college vlog. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while, but I actually have a chance right now. No work today, no more classes today, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Pretty much, I decided not to go away to college because I was too chicken to leave all my friends and family. So I stayed here and I decided to go to a community college. It's about an hour away, and I went there for 2 semesters for communications and journalism because I love writing. I'm really into movies, film and theater, and I thought that communications might be something I want to look into. But it turns out I hated it. Not into journalism at all. I don't like news. I wouldn't, if I had to work at a news station or write for the news for the rest of my life, I would probably just die because I hate it. Lots of politics involved, and I hate politics, and so it just wasn't for me. And so after 2 semesters, I decided to go to a different community college that's a little closer to my house. And I've been studying video production, and I feel like the movie behind me is really loud. And of course my remote control would die, or my controller. Okay, there we go. But anyway, and it's really cool because I had a rough time in high school. I don't know if I have like ADD or something, but it's really hard for me to pay attention when it comes to academics, because I just go off in my head and I just start thinking about so much, and then I end up zoning out and completely not even paying attention. And so your regular subjects like math, history, science, it was just terrible. I was a little better with English because there was a lot of creativity involved. Reading and writing, I could do that for hours, but like the science and all that stuff, I just couldn't pay attention, and it was so hard for me. In my first 2 semesters, I did a lot of that. I took a math class, and I tried to put it off as long as I could. I didn't have to take math my first semester, but I took math my second semester, and I was taking the dumbest math that they had, and I still couldn't pass it. I'm just so bad at math. And I was taking a science class my first semester, and I think I barely passed that, and like I can't even do science. I don't get it. Too much stuff to remember, and there's a lot of math involved in that, and I'm already terrible at math, so that just makes it worse. I took a history class, I think my second semester, and it wasn't too bad because my teacher was really likable, but still it was just a lot of stuff that I don't care about, and if it's something that I'm not interested in, it makes it really, really hard for me to pay attention. And then I do my zone out thing, and then before I know it, class is over and I have absolutely no idea what went on or what we learned, and it was just really hard. But now that I'm studying film, I'm taking intro to film, I'm taking video production, which I took a video production class in high school, so I'm already kind of brushed up on that a little bit. I'm taking computer graphics, which I took that in high school too. I took intro to computer graphics and then computer graphics in high school, and I used to be really, really good at it, but it's been a while. It's been like 2 years, and so I'm not as good as I used to be, and it's kind of difficult because, once again, I do like computer graphics, but it's not really what I'm interested in. I'm interested in film, and it's hard to pay attention, and I find myself zoning out in that class too. And it's really terrible because the class is like a 3.5 hour class. It's one of my long classes, and so I'm just hoping that I can at least brush some things together and be able to at least pass, because I can tell this is going to be one of those classes that it's going to be hard for me to focus on, but I'm still going to try. And I'm taking technical theater, which is okay so far, but like I said, I'm really good with creative things, thinking, reading, writing, and I'm not too good with the technical part, like building things. But you know, that's why you take these classes and you learn. So hopefully, you know, this can help me out a little bit, and it still has to do with theater and film, and so it's gonna be a little easier. Sorry, distractions out in the hallway. Had to close my door real quick. But yeah, and so the program I'm in, you don't really get a degree, you get a certificate, which is fine, because I mean, film is what I want to do. Actually, ultimately, my dream job would be to do like special effects makeup and makeup for films, like Guillermo del Toro status. That's what I want to be with those awesome makeup jobs. But there's really nothing for that around here. We have like some pretty big theaters in DC, but I'm terrified of driving in DC. I'm terrified of DC in general. But you know, maybe I'll just get an opportunity. I was having a conversation with one of my friends. She was my best friend in middle school, and we recently connected over Facebook, and she told me some, I think, really cool things. Like, I was telling her like what I was in school for, what I was doing, what my current plan was, and I was just like, well, you know, ultimately I want to do a lot of things. Like, I want to direct, I want to do makeup, I want to write scripts, I want to edit, and I don't really know what my ultimate decision is gonna be. And she said, well, as long as you have goals, that's all that matters. As long as you're not just sitting around waiting, thinking, oh, I'll go to school next semester, and you really know that you won't. As long as you have goals, you have something, you know, and as long as you're doing something to work toward it. And I was very lucky with my schooling. My mom is a disabled veteran, and so the VA basically pays for me to go to school. I get a check every month, and that helps me a lot with school. The only thing that sucks about that is when I move out, I will no longer be getting the checks because I won't be living with my mom anymore. But you know, hope you can do things like apply for grants and stuff like that. So I try not to worry about it too much. But yeah, I have a slight connections. Like, I know I've met people through my parents that work in TV studios and things like that, independent filmmakers, friends that I've made through school. And so there's some things there with film. It's all about who you know, really, who you make connections with, and who likes you, because those are the people that will like give you that step up. And they have these intensive like workshops. Like, I think they have one in Vancouver that they do over the summer, and it's like a week or 2 weeks or something like that. And they have an intensive special effects makeup program and an intensive just like film program. And so I'm hoping that some summer I'll be able to do that. And for those of you who know the show Face Off, it comes on Sci-Fi, and it is a special effects makeup contest. You can look it up on YouTube, just Face Off on Sci-Fi, and you'll get to see some of the awesome work that these people do. And sometimes I look at people's work and I'm like, okay, I know I'm not the one on the show, but I can do so much better than they did. And so hopefully, if they're still doing that show like in 2 years, I'm gonna really try hard to get on that show. So wish me luck, guys. But yeah, pretty much, it doesn't matter if you're going to a four-year college, if you're going to a community college. Like me, I'm going to community college. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do after I get that certificate. There's a school called Maryland Institute College of Art that I might go onto, or I might just start looking for things right away. I might go off somewhere and try to find classes specific to what I want. I don't know, I might just decide to become a writer and have wasted all this time and money just to sit there and write books all day. But you know, life's a journey, and you've got to take things as they come and just enjoy it. But you know, it's difficult. And in college, you think it's annoying in high school when your teachers make you work in groups. It can be just as annoying in college, because for the most part, the people that I have classes with are likable, but some people just have quirks that are so annoying, and it's hard to work with them, and it can be really difficult to work in groups. Like, even if you don't have a problem with somebody, if two people in your group have bad history somewhere along the line, it can ruin everything for everybody. But you know, you just gotta, at least you gotta make sure that you do your part, because most professors, they'll do like an evaluation type thing where everybody writes down how everybody else in the group did, and if you say, well, so-and-so is causing drama with so-and-so, so it was making it kind of difficult to do as good a job as we could have, then, you know, that'll be definitely taken into consideration, and so you don't really have to worry about it as much. Where in high school, you just kind of have to suck it up, and you can't really say anything to your teacher because they don't care, you know? They're just trying to get you to pass the SAT so you can get the hell out of there. At least that's what my high school was like. But yeah, everything changes, you know? You find, you look back at high school pictures and then you look at yourself now, and you're probably going to find a lot of changes. I know there's a lot of changes with me. People always say I look so different. I'm so much, like, put together, and my life is put together, that is, and, like, I have my own car now. I'm pretty independent. I'm in a really great relationship with a man who is going into the Army, and so everything is pretty set for me. And in high school, everything just seems so horrible, and you look forward to college, and things do get better from high school, but then again, new problems come into the picture, you know, and it all kind of goes not only with college, but just like getting older. But you know, ultimately, it's good to go do something. Go to a vocational school, go learn a trade. Just take an English and a math class somewhere, you know, 2 days a week. You don't have to go to school full time. You could do part-time at a community college. Because I know a lot of people, they wake up in the morning and they go to their $7.25 an hour job, and that's what they do. And that's all they can really hope to do, because they've been set in a lifestyle where they just get up and work every day for minimum wage, and it gets to a point where it's too late to just be like, you know what, I'm gonna go back and go to school. You know, and you know, so that life fits for some people, but I just couldn't see myself living off of $7.25 an hour for the rest of my life. I want to do something bigger for myself. I know I'm capable of so much more, and you know, I've had teachers call me stupid. I've been put down. I've had teachers write some pretty nasty comments on tests and stuff like that to me, because I wasn't good at math and like the typical subjects that you find in high school, and even in college I was terrible at those subjects. But you know what? I'm very creative, and I come up with some amazing movie ideas, some amazing book ideas, and some really creative things that I can't wait to get out there, and I know that it's gonna be a big thing. Like, I know what my strong points are, I know what my weak points are, and I try my best to strengthen those weak points. But you know, at some point you gotta just accept who you are, accept what your callings are. You can't force yourself to be good at math if you're not good at math and you're good at writing, you know. All you can do is try, and you can always ask for help too. My boyfriend is amazing at math, and all these subjects that I say I'm terrible at, he is amazing at, and you know, the subjects that I'm really good at, he's not that good at. So he tries to help me, and ultimately it's still hard, because it's still really hard for me to pay attention. Like, I go off and I'm just like, ooh, squirrel. You know what? I bet I could make a story around that squirrel, and then I'm just gone for the rest of the time that he's talking, because I'm thinking about something totally different. But you know, he's very patient, and I do know a little bit more about math than I used to. because he's so patient with me, and I'm the kind of person that I have to sit there and force myself to pay attention. Like, I have to think in my head, okay, keep paying attention, keep paying attention, keep paying attention. And when somebody's teaching me something and I'm forcing myself to pay attention, then usually I have to go through the lesson over and over again, like literally like 10 times before I actually get it and get to keep that information in my head. But anyway, you know, if anybody has any questions, if anybody's struggling, you think you need advice and you're just coming out of high school and you don't know what to do, or maybe you've been out of high school for a while and you don't know what to do, and you decide that you want to go to school, or that you want to go do something else completely different than what you're in school for now. You know, I'm quite young, but I have very wise friends, a very wise boyfriend, and very wise family that have given me a lot of advice that I could give to you guys, and then I have personal experience advice from that too. So you can go ahead and ask me. You could ask me in the comments, or you could message me, and I hope that this helps somebody, anybody, and let me know if you like this. Like, if you think this is lame, then I won't do this type of thing anymore. But if you thought this was kind of cool, kind of helpful, then maybe I'll post another vlog about school, or maybe I'll just post a vlog about something else in life. But you guys let me know, and I will talk to you guys later.